What is up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody had a great weekend. A great long weekend. But we are back in full effect. Back in full effect. I missed you guys, man. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of a where you been? I've been here. What do you mean? We had Friday's stream, and then this morning obviously no stream because of the President's Day thing. Yes, new banner, guys, new banner. New banner has all of the prop firms now. So instead of just doing one prop at a time, we got all of the banners with all the props. W. Anyways, so I'll give you guys a little quick rundown of this bias, right? The bias that we have here. And all this is a continuation lower with a draw on liquidity at this low, this 24,241, right? You have a draw on liquidity down there, and we have a continued rejection here from this daily volume imbalance and this daily breaker block, right? Continuation. We hit this 4-hour fair value gap here this morning and are pushing lower off of that as well. So that's another obviously a great short confirmation. So at this point here, I'm really just looking for an entry. I think inside of here it was a little bit choppy, but the high a day that we have made here, well, this is kind of like inaccurate, but the high a day here for Tuesday, 6 p.m., as you guys can see, is going to be right here inside of this 4-hour gap. So as you guys know, when I'm looking at high or low day candidates, I'm looking for, I'm looking to see if prices hit either a 1-hour, 4-hour, or a daily fair value gap, right? If it has hit any of those, then we have a very solid high of day candidate. That's exactly what we have here. We have a solid high of day candidate. So I'm expecting a push lower. Right now, the current draw is going to be this low here. And then, obviously continued move into, well, under 24,000. So, yeah, we'll see where this 10 a.m. goes. We have this hourly gap right here. So I'm gonna get rid of that. We have this hourly gap right here. This I like a lot for a 10 p.m. manipulation leg. I like this hourly gap a lot. So if we can push down into that, that would be fire. Daily FVG, it looks like we're not going to reach into the daily FVG. So, yeah, it's gonna have to be this 1-hour fair value gap that's gonna serve as our potential entry function. Other than that, I don't really see anything. We got a sell model out of this 15-minute gap, right? 15-minute fair value gap, 1-minute change in state of delivery, beautiful sell model. However, the 10 p.m. open was right there, so that's not something that I was too interested in. So right now, I just want to see this hourly gap get hit and then a rejection from the hourly gap. That is the best look here. Okay. Hopefully we can get it. How do I pass my evals? Take good trades. You either take good trades or you gamble. There's only 2 ways to pass an eval. If we take this low out right now, then this is like looking very fucking bearish. I don't even know if it'll get a manipulation leg. Love to hear your take on rejection blocks. I like rejection blocks. I use rejection blocks. I always use rejection blocks with a confluence. I don't use them by themselves. I use them. I've told you guys about them multiple times. However, you can only use rejection blocks with context, right? There's too many people that use rejection blocks like kind of at face value. They just take rejection blocks and that's what they trade. They don't really understand the context. So you have to understand the context. This is the most important part of understanding rejection blocks is context. Under hourly time frame, yeah. Of course. 100%. Damn. Through the low, boys. It's looking rough here for anybody that's long, bro. It's looking rough. Use 50K. I got 50K TPT account with code KEY. Hopefully I'll be lucky enough to get a free account. Yo. So there's actually a new thing that I'm rolling out. For anybody that uses code KEY, every single person that uses code KEY. So first, obviously, we're going to have giveaways to like random people that use the code. But for every single person that uses the code KEY for any of those prop firms up there, you automatically get a video that I've recorded. So it's a video and a PDF. Two things, video and PDF that I recorded on basically like my prop firm model, scaling plan, rules, how I like pass evals, things like that. You're automatically going to get a video in your email. So that's a new thing that I'm rolling out, which is going to be pretty fucking sick. I think that's going to help you guys a lot, bro. I think that'll be very beneficial for you guys. Tried buying your Discord on Friday. It was 500 something, not 380. Open a ticket in the Discord. If you're in the free Discord, Yazi baby, open up a ticket. Everybody better like this motherfucking stream, boy. Everybody better like it up. Have you ever had price wick into hourly M15 gap and create entry triggers, but it keeps stopping you out and then goes to your target? Yeah. It happens. It happens all the time, bro. It's like if the market is choppy, it's going to happen. Check out 574. Well, this level that I have is 578, and I think it's going to go lower than that. What do you have at 574? I don't see anything. I'm not seeing shit at 574, gang. Okay, maybe now this can come up and hit this hourly gap. I really would love if we hit this hourly gap. This is the best place to get an entry here. Hourly gap, short entry, boom, back down. Target these lows. See this trade right here that we hit from this hourly gap. If we get a nice entry from the hourly gap, that is something that you can hold all through New York. You can hold it all through New York. Yeah, we're looking for the manipulation higher right now to enter. Yeah. Good to see you again. Thank you, ma'am. We're back. We're back. The long weekend is over. And we here. Where do I want to get filled? I'm going to be looking for a confirmation entry. So I'm going to look for the flow model to show up inside of this hourly gap on the 5-minute time frame. What's Blue Guardian? It's another futures and forex. It's similar to Alpha. It's another futures and forex prop firm. They're huge in forex, but they're in futures now as well. How do you find a clear draw? Watch the video that I have in the 30-day series on finding a draw on liquidity. What if it hits the lows first? Would it be a valid long to the hourly gap? Yeah, I think so. New car turning well, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, I haven't really gotten to drive it the way it's meant to be, bro. I mean, it's like, what, 30 degrees outside, salt on the road, like, I drove it twice since I got it. Were you able to write it off? You can only write off, like... Actually, that's a crazy fucking... That's a federal-ass question. I'm not answering that. Are you surprised the way NQ is acting? Bro, it's the President's Day holiday. We have FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, so... I don't know. I'm not surprised, you know, but I mean, it's delivering. It's delivering beautifully, actually. But you know, obviously this 10 p.m. manipulation, we haven't seen one yet. So if this goes straight to the lows, then yeah, it's not a bad look for a potential little small long into this hourly gap and then a rejection again, right? But over the for this day, specifically for Tuesday, I'm bearish as fuck. I'm bearish as they come. Did you get a trickle charger? Yeah, bro, I did. Fucking $250 trickle charger, bro. You get a chance to... No, Sesame, I didn't yet, but I'm working on it. Don't worry, Sesame, I'm working on it. Promise, man. Every week there's something less. Yeah, that's how fucking Red Folder News works, dumbass. I'm just telling you what's happening this week. Like, I saw a video of a guy who wrote off his Lambo Urus as his desk. See, that's just clickbait because if the IRS sees that guy is getting audited, like audited as shit. Yeah, bro, please contact a CPA. Ryan called you an OG last week. I did hear that. I did hear that. Shout out to Ryan. What do you think is the best prop firm? I mean, it's hard to say one because there's so many different ones that like you can use in different ways. All the ones up here that I'm affiliated with, I like, because it's the only reason I'm affiliated with them. I'm trying out Lucid right now. So Lucid I'm trying out. And another one, bro. All right, Fast F90, bro. Nice seeing you, brother. Let's pass this eval to him. I'm not Mexican, guys. Blue Guardian legit? Yeah, Blue Guardian is legit. Ramadan Mubarak? Not yet, not yet. End of this week. At the end of this week, bro, yeah. But not yet. I'm gonna get a Lucid. You have 40%. I don't have a code with Lucid yet, but I will soon. Soon. Liar? Why would I lie about that? I'm not Mexican. I'm trying to watch this setup here on NQ, bro. So you gotta give me a second if you want to look at gold, and you gotta give me a second. I'm trying to see what happens here. Retrace to imbalance or fresh to 80s first. I mean, I would like to see a retracement to the imbalance so that I could trade the move to the 80s. If it just flushes to 80s, like, I really don't have an entry. That's the issue, right? Also, there may be a bullish entry here at this 1 minute inverse fair value gap. This is not like a horrible looking bullish entry. For this thing to then go up and hit the hourly gap. I might even try this out, bro. Might try it out with like 3 micros. How much risk is there? I put on like 20 points of risk. It's not bad looking. Let me try this out with some micros. It does not look bad. Bro. Oh, this is the wrong account. Hold on. I need to get on my Fundeezy. All right. Fundeezy time. 3 micros. Trying it out, bro. 25 point stop loss. Let me pull up the MNQ chart here so you guys can see. All right, MNQ chart right here. Yeah, I'm just trying this out to trade up into this 1 hour gap here. All right, I just want this to trade into there so I can take a short. This is a, whoa, hello. Okay, there we go. Temporary looking long into the hourly gap and then anticipating rejection from there. Reasoning for this long, pretty simple. Liquidity sweep and a inverse gap right here. We don't really have any PD arrays to go off of, so nothing in terms of that. Just a simple liquidity sweep, inverse gap, targeting these highs into the hourly gap. Bias, net bias is still bearish. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear. Net bias is still bearish, continues to be bearish. Just trading the manipulation leg here on this 10 p.m. candle, so I don't have to sit here and wait all goddamn night for an entry. Otherwise, there's no other trade here tonight, right? And it's almost 10:30 already. So this entry, like the bearish entry from here, to me, it could take till after midnight even. So We'll see. Yeah, I only took 3 micros and 25-point stop loss. So my stop loss is like this low right here. That's it. Pretty simple. China market is closed this week for their holiday. Yeah, it is. So this is gonna be like pretty slow. This is the African session right now, bro. Bro, stop asking me what time midnight is, dude. It didn't inverse yet, though? Yeah, it absolutely did. What do you mean? It did inverse. I'll check gold in a second, bro. Yeah, I know we have SMT down here. We have the sweep. Like, it looks good. It looks nice for a temporary move up. This is not like a trade that I'm gonna hold all night. Like, I'm looking to just TP this thing at these at this hourly fair value gap, and that's it. We're trying to trade the move lower. Big char A++ model? What the fuck? Don't tell me that, bro. I'll exit this trade right now. That guy's been getting absolutely clapped by the market. Where's your TP? The hourly high. Hourly high is my TP, guys. Or hourly fair value gap. Nice move. Nice move. Beautiful. The FOMC minutes is just a recap of the FOMC meeting that took place already. That's all it is. Let's continue. Let's continue. See some nice closures. Where would you put BE? I'll go BE after we take this 4-hour high. So 4-hour flip red to green, I'll go BE. On the same day? I don't know why they don't do it on the same day. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. So as you guys can see, like, clearly what you can see happening here is a lower high, a lower low, lower low, and then a higher high being made right here, right? So as long as we can continue this structure here, a very good chance for us to go and make a higher high at these highs as well, right? That's basically what we're playing into here. So I said before, and I'll say it one more time, okay? Let me pause the music for this. I am net bearish, okay? I am bearish on the day. I have been bearish on the day. All I'm doing here is I'm trading this current 4-hour candle manipulation leg. That's all I'm doing, okay? Because this looks good enough for me to take, okay? This is a solid setup, right? Solid setup. We have a sweep of this low. We have SMT at the low, okay? And then we have a clear 4-hour open with no upside manipulation leg, right? So it needs to get manipulated into the hourly fair value gap where we have the TP right here. So all I'm doing is I'm trading the manipulation leg up. That's it. Once this gets to this area, I'm looking to take a short, right? That's the real trade. The trade that I'm trying to take is going to be the short. This is just me taking the move up, like temporary move up into this area. That's pretty much it. That's why I went lighter on this, only 3 micros as opposed to like a heavier trade where this the sells up here, I would put on at least like 5 to 8 micros, right? If not a mini minimum, as long as everything looks good enough. But yeah, that's the reasoning for this long. But I am very bearish. I can continue to be bearish for the day. This is just me trading this 4-hour candle here. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah, trading the manipulation leg. I mean, obviously, look, the thing with trading the manipulation leg is, number one, it's not as high probability as trading the expansion leg would be, right? So this isn't a trade that you would be putting a ton of size onto. Or if you're trying to be like, you know, risk averse, this is not a trade that you would want to take because it's counter to your bias, right? It's counter to the way that the market is also trading. It's counter to the higher time frame trend. So this trade, right, when you trade the opposite way of higher time frame trend, whether it be like a good reversal or not, the trade is initially going to be slow until the higher time frame flips. So because the higher time frame is not going to flip bearish here, this trade we expect to be not only just lower probability, but slow, right? It's supposed to be a slower trade. That's just the nature of this. We make a slow grind up. And then when we get into the area where we want to take the shorts, we create all this low resistance liquidity to then take out quickly. So the move up is slow, the move down is fast, right? That's kind of just how it goes. Same thing here. Look, slow move up, fast move down. Similar thing that we're playing into here. Slow move up, fast move down. Now, I can only hope that this will actually get into that hourly gap, because if it does not, there is no short entry there for me. So at that point, I would be left to just take a continuation trade in New York. But overnight, there wouldn't be a trade here for me until and unless this gap here gets hit. It's the only way there is a trade here for me. I'll give you guys some levels inside of this gap. Okay, I do have some levels inside of the gap, so I'll give you guys those. So the ones that I prefer the most, okay, is going to be 703.5. These are all levels you guys should be putting on your charts, because potentially could see a rejection from here, and this could be a short-term high here, right, that we put in. So 703.5, I am a fan. Okay. The CE of this gap is right around the 720s. It's actually 729. And then I have a level here at 721.75. Okay, so these are the two levels that I like a lot, that I would like to see reject. Okay, these two right here. Before the stream ends, I'll let you guys know, like, depending on how this looks, before the stream ends, I'll let you guys know if I put limits here. There's a good chance I can leave limits here, depending on how this works out. So yeah, before the stream ends, I'll let you guys know about that. But for now, let's just focus on this trade, see how this goes. PDL is too close for long? Okay. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad you brought this up, because now it's time for a lesson, okay? Where is that low? Where is that low? Okay. This is a pretty major low right here, right? Pretty major low. Not previous day low, but a pretty major low regardless, right? Nice draw. Swing low. When price was trading here and this candle was bearish, would you or would you not say that this is way too close to this level for a reversal? Would you or would you not? You probably would, right? You probably would. You would say if price is, I mean, from this level here, right? From this level exactly, we're 88 points away. On a daily time frame, that's not much. So I can look at this and be like, yo, this is way too close to reverse. And then guess what? Reverse. Okay. Not saying that that's exactly what's going to happen here, of course, right? Like, because again, I have to keep saying this, but I am very bearish. I'm net bearish. I do think this previous day low gets taken. I'm just playing into this 4-hour candle here. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. So just because it's like just a general rule of thumb, I've been there before where it's really close to a previous day high or a previous day low, and I'm like, dude, there's no way this this previous day high or previous day low does not get hit. And guess what? Every time you think that, it does not get hit. Right? Pullbacks are healthy. They're normal. You know, so we're just playing into a potential pullback. That's all. But overall, bearish into not just previous day low, but I'm bearish into right here, 24,153, and then even lower from that. But yeah, under 24K is my final target on NQ. And then I'll start to pick up some longs and my long-term swing positions and all that good stuff. But under 24K is where this thing is going. Not a doubt in my mind about that one. Not a doubt. This trade isn't really doing too much. If this comes down and closes under this inverse, right? Gets a bearish close under the inverse, I'll just manually close this out for like under $100 loss. And you know, I'm fine with walking away with that. But the thing with short is like, I just can't see an entry here unless we manipulate this properly. So there's no short entry for me. And that's the issue. So what we'll have to do is we'll basically just have to trade a continuation tomorrow morning at some point. Probably after 9:30, we just end up taking a continuation trade, and that's it. $20 seconds. If this closes under here, I'll just close it out manually. I'll check gold after this trade. I'll check gold. Don't worry. Don't worry, twin. I got you. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get the closure. I'm just going to close this out here. About $100 loss. Like, not a big deal. But as far as shorts go, there's just going to be nothing here, like, for the short side, right? Nothing here for the short side. Ooh, wait. Yeah, there's nothing here for the short side. Unless we push up into this hourly gap. Hourly gap, there's some really good-looking trades that you can get from there. Other than that, there is nothing. Nothing for short side. Would you consider equilibrium in the 5-minute time frame? There's no short that I'm going to take unless this 4-hour high gets manipulated. That's the only way that I place a short here. The only way. Unless this 4-hour high is manipulated, I don't take a short. I'm bearish as fuck on the market. Right? I'm very bearish, especially this week. I'm bearish as shit. But there's just no... There's no entry here for now. Like, right now, there is no entry. Levels. These are just levels that are inside of this 1 hour fair value gap here. Right? 1 hour fair value gap. And then one of my entry models that I don't share here. Yeah, we have nothing here. There's a 15-minute gap inside of this range. But this I'm not a fan of taking because it still needs to manipulate this. Pure Bearson, why'd you long? Go back in time. Go back and look at when I entered, and I do a full explanation. A 30-minute VWAP entry. Oh, yeah, bro. We have a 30-minute VWAP up there. Looks like this might just go and start taking these lows, and unfortunately, there's just not an entry here that would correlate with, like, a higher time frame. $24,240. Lower, bro. Lower. It's going under 24K. Under 24K. daily bias for the day. So if you're in my free Discord, I give out a weekly outlook every single Sunday where I explain my bias not only for the day, but for the entire week. So, if I was you guys, I would join and watch that weekly outlook completely for free. You don't have to do shit. Just type in the command !Discord here in the comment section, and I'll give you a link for the free Discord. And yeah, that's it. You think a major recession is coming? No. No. I don't think we get a recession, like a proper recession, until after Trump is out of office. I don't see a recession coming while Trump is in office. Almost to the previous day low, which is the obvious target here. This 5-minute gap can serve as a nice, like, immediate entry if it closes and pushes up into it, but again, like, no reason to take that when we're this close to TP. Let me put an alert here at previous day low so we know when it gets smacked. Ooh. Badass reversal. We're just gonna push into probably one of these 1-minute gaps. Well, we have a 1-minute gap right here. So this could reject. I wouldn't enter another long, no. Definitely would not enter another long. Hold on. I'm gonna grab a water. Give me a second, guys. All right, I'm back. That 1-minute gap is getting absolutely railed right now. But again, I don't see an entry here until we manipulate this 4-hour. There's just nothing there for me. This is a 5-minute order block right here. 5-minute order block right there. Right? So that's something that you could watch for a continuation entry. Not something that I would take, again, because of this 4-hour, but not a horrible looking continuation entry. Do you have a banana? No, bro. Banana is bananas in the morning. All right, Sesame, have a good one, brother. Trading back down. Really close to, like super close to this previous day low now. Coin name. Coin name. This is... What coin is this, guys? What coin are we trading right now, guys? Spark coin? Netanyahu coin. Damn. There we go. I mean, previous day low. Smacked. There is literally nothing between previous day low, the low we just took, and this low here. Nothing. Few hourly swing lows, which I'll mark out here because these will be kind of like temporary targets as well. Yeah, that's literally it, bro. We got like 3 more lows until we hit my first yearly low candidate. Insane. The 74 level that my boy, who was it that was calling the 74 level? Somebody was calling 74 level. 74 level got hit. Qualified 74. Nice. There you go. We'll see how 74 works. Do we get under 24K this week? I think so. We're close enough, bro. We're only 600 points away. I think so. Discord price now is 120 a month. Already sold the car? What car? What do you backtest on? I don't backtest anymore. I just forward test. But when I did backtest, I was using FX Replay. Which I think, like, unanimously, everybody can agree FX Replay is probably the best. We got a 1-minute inverse here. Right there. This is the retest for the entry for the inverse right here. Not the worst look. Not the worst look I've ever seen in my life. You know, we can watch and see how that goes. Yeah, we got a nice 1-minute inverse here. So this is basically the same exact trade that I took a little bit ago, except now we've swept the previous day and the previous week low. Both of them have been swept. So, and we still have no manipulation leg on this 4 hour. So to me, like, this looks better to go to the upside first before it goes lower. I'll watch this 5-minute. 5 minutes, the best looking one to me. So and watch this 5-minute and kind of see how this goes. Use that to identify an entry. My car so I can full pour the yearly load. Did you actually? You for real sold your car? Don't bullshit me. Brand new 5-minute here. See how this reacts. These levels, remove these levels. The levels I gave you guys earlier inside of that 1 hour gap, remove. No longer valid. We'll get new levels. Indicator for, it's the same indicator right here. Market profile by Joshu. These are my settings. Just to be clear, just because we hit previous day and previous week low, it does not mean I'm bullish now. Okay? Just bullish for this 4 hour. I would prefer to see this 4 hour high get taken and then us go lower. But I'm not bullish here. Like net bullish, at least. We might hit the... We just hit the CE. We just topped the CE. $15 points. Not bad at all right here. Might give this a shot. 15-minute XCE. All right, I'm gonna try just three micros again. What is this? How much risk is this? 20 points? 23 points. So again, risking about $100 here. About $100 risk. 15-minute XCE. Late entry, but whatevs. 15-minute XCE. Previous day, previous week, low sweep. 4 hour that needs a manipulation leg. Yeah, that's it. Just trying whatever. This is probably the last long that I try, to be honest with you, because I don't see this looking good after this. If the low gets swept, but I'm just trying these out with lighter size, like $100 risk each, because the upside here looks nice. Like there's some good upside potential. Theory here, obviously, like if we take two $100 losses totaling out to about $200, obviously one win will be, you know, $1,000 minimum. So this is easy to make back. Very, very easy to make back, right? Just kind of want to put that into perspective. So I'm really not risking too much. Target's up here. Up here. Yeah, 1 minute inverse too. We haven't inversed the 5 minute yet. We need to inverse the 5 minute. If we can inverse this 5 minute here, that's when I'll go break even on this trade. But we have to inverse the 5 minutes to see that. Yo, Arion, what's good, bro? You risk more on your evals? Yeah. I do. On evals, I'll risk more. Just because it's an eval, right? Like the whole purpose of the eval is to get off of the eval. So I'll risk more. Like I'll try to 1 day pass, 2 day pass, if that option is available with the prop firm I'm trading. I don't like spending a lot of time on evals. Like, if this was an eval trade here, I'd probably put like a full mini or 2 minis onto this trade. Just to pass it. I got my money up. I spent too much money this weekend. What'd you spend money on? Went out to the club, didn't you? Down 3% on my 10K funded account. 10K funded account? What do you mean 10K funded? Like a $10,000 account? Wait, I didn't even know that was a... You could buy 10K funded accounts? Valentine's Day, true. Yeah, but like, bro, you know, you got to be the kind of guy where you don't need Valentine's Day to do something nice for your girl, you know? Like, you got to just do that year round. You can't be using Valentine's Day to do something like that. So basically you should be broke all year round, not just on Valentine's Day. Roses and V-Bucks. Nice. V-Bucks is crazy. Sheen, what's good, Sheen, my brother? I hope you're doing well, Sheen. Might make another low. If it makes another low here, this for sure looks like shit for long. I mean, right now, as it sits, it doesn't look half bad. But it still doesn't look the greatest. That's why I'm only in 3 micros, right? If this was better looking, I'd be putting on a mini. Right here. This is the indicator for the higher time frame stuff. Sheen, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, bro. Five-minute inverse, I go break even. 5-minute inverse, a break even. So let's try to see if we can get that. See, this already is a pretty good look, right? Why? Because if this 5-minute gap was truly bearish, okay? If this 5-minute gap was truly bearish, what should it have done? What should we have done here after hitting this 5-minute gap? Like, what should we do after we hit any level of resistance? We should go create new lows, right? New low is not created here. No new low so far. So to me, this already looks more bullish than bearish, right? As long as these closures, you know, tell the same story as the wick here, then this looks really good. Looks really good for some upside to get through this gap at least, like bare minimum, get through this gap, and then we see where it goes from there. My girl got me nothing for Valentine's Day? Bro, you're a fucking man, bro. What are you talking about? What the fuck do you want? What could you possibly want for Valentine's Day as a man, bro? You want some flowers and chocolates? Is that what you want? No, we're not break even. Can you explain that again? You can literally just go back. You could just hit your back button, go back like 30 seconds and listen to the thing again. Yeah, they don't look bad right now. We'll see. Fairly new to trading. What is the difference between micro and mini? And how do you trade a mini? I believe I've only been trading micros. So the way you trade a mini is by going to NQ. So NQ, like this. This is how you trade minis. MNQ, so MNQ is micros. One one mini, right? One mini contract is equals to 10 of these. So it's heavy size. Very heavy size. And 10 of these, 10 micros equals to one mini. It's not a dumb question. If you're new, there's no such thing as dumb questions if you're new. Why do people call it minis? Both contracts call it E-mini. Well, because one's a mini, just mini, and the other one's a micro. What do you mean? You have ES split screen? Yes, I have ES split screen. Yep. Very sideways in here. Very, very sideways. Very valid question. Yeah, bro, it is. Chat's hating, bro. Yo, chat, stop hating. Stop hating, guys. What'd you get your girl for Valentine's Day? My presents. Is it a must to buy real-time data for trading NQ? Yeah, you have to. Well, you can't trade with delayed data, can you? Five-minute gap again for the second time there. A ride in the 720S, that's what you got? Nah, she didn't get a ride in the 720S yet, bro. No ride in the 720S just yet. 720S is not being driven at the moment. That it is a way too shitty outside. Could you go over daily volume imbalance you were talking about earlier? What do you mean? What's there to go over? It's just a daily volume imbalance that we were rejecting from all last week. Okay. Change the playlist. Like, what are they? Is it a gap? No, it's not. No, it's not a gap. I mean, it looks like a gap. It's not a gap. Right here. So it's the gap between the close of Tuesday and then the open of Wednesday. That's where it is. Volume imbalance. You can see the gap right here in between these two. Set on the 5 minute. 5 minutes better. How do you go along when market is so bearish? I explained that a few times, bro. The 4-hour candle is the reason why I'm going long. 4-hour candle needs to be manipulated to the upside. We swept the previous day and previous week low, which was the current draw. So makes sense for us to see a retracement of some sort, right? So all I'm doing here is I'm playing the retracement. I'm not playing a reversal. I don't think this is a reversal. Playing the retracement, that's it. Can you read my question? What is your question? You have to retype your question. I feel like NQ doesn't get good pullback ever during Asia. It does. All last week it pulled back during Asia. Go look at last week. Last week we would make a move down in New York and Asia and London would pull back to the upside. TP is so hard. That's why I got confused. What do you mean TP? Oh, TP is so far. Well, the TP is, it's put there for a reason, right? We have an hourly gap here, which can sponsor another leg lower. That's the only reason why I have TP here. How can you make money if the market is going down? By shorting. You should start a prop firm? No. I don't think I could start a prop firm. It's just a logistical nightmare, dude. Just way too much of a headache. Higher time frame candle indicator. Here's my settings. Copy these. 3, 2, 1, bye. How do you use volume imbalance as a confluence? Do you expect price to retrace? Same way you use any PD array. Same way you use any kind of PD array, you expect you either use it as support or resistance, right? When an FVG also has volume imbalance attached to it, do you draw it together or separate? Good question. You draw it together. You draw it together. Setup here. Previous week low, previous week high sweep, SMT, 15-minute wick CE, 1-minute inverse gap, possibly 5-minute inverse gap, 4-hour that needs a move to the upside, hourly gap that needs to get absolutely touched. And then, yeah, and then I move lower. So that's the setup for long. I'm copy trading on fun days right now. Break even? Not yet, not yet. Gotta wait for the closure. Did you create a ticket in the Discord, by the way, Yazzie baby? I don't think you did. Create a ticket in the Discord, so we can figure out your dilemma. Three minutes till this closes. If we get a close above this level right here, it is a break-even trade. IG post with the latest strategy breakdown was great. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Someone tell me what this ICT everyone talks about. Is it a food? Yes, it is. So ICT, it's a type of pasta. So if you're into pasta, or just Italian food in general, you'll fuck with ICT. It is a type of food. ICT. Yeah, we're just talking about iced tea. I tend to stay hours at charts, like 2 sessions. Is it a good thing, or should I keep a specific time window? I think if you're first starting out, it's a good thing. Because, look, so there's some things in the market that are just unteachable, right? They just cannot be taught. And one of those things is discretion. Discretion is something that's very difficult to teach. How do you perfect or master discretion? It's from hours and hours of screen time, of seeing a setup play out thousands of times over and over and over again. Candles close, candles open. And there's things that you notice when you're watching charts like that otherwise you would never be able to learn, right? There's just things that you pick up on. You guys ever hear like traders say like, I think it's going to reverse here because it just looks good for a reversal, right? Like that's not a proper explanation for anything. There's no way for me to explain that to you, right? But I can look at a candle closure and kind of anticipate the next candle just based off of the closure of that candle. Does that make sense? Right? Not saying I'm going to be right 100% of the time, but I can do that because I've seen so many fucking candles close over and over again. So, discretion, what happened to rules? What does discretion have anything to do with rules? Setup recognition, yeah, exactly. Why aren't you BE yet? Because we did not inverse this 5-minute. I told you, we have to inverse the 5-minute. Do you trade New York session? Yes. I trade 2 sessions, twice, 2 streams a day. Asia and New York. So no closure here on this 5-minute gap on the current 5-minute candle. We'll see if maybe the next one has some juice in it. Fuck with the new layout. Fuck with it. I like it too, bro. I think it's sick. New layout is tough. How long do you typically stay each session? It really just depends. It really just depends. Usually it's like 2. I mean, if we start at what, like 9:30, usually it's like 2 hours. But sometimes it goes longer than that. Why don't you trade crypto? I don't yet, but soon I will. Soon, very soon, very soon. Dumb question. If we have a 1-minute candle closure outside of the 5-minute, that is a dumb question. It has to inverse on that time frame that the gap is from. So if the gap is from a 5-minute, then we need a 5-minute close in order for it to be inverse, not a 1-minute. I'm seeing yesterday close as an inside today, and we currently, Jesus, bro. Let's, like, I cannot understand what you're saying at all. Wouldn't it be safe to wait till price retraces back inside previous day range to go long? This is me just trying to trade this current 4-hour candle because it needs to go back to the upside. It's like the only trade here. It's the only trade here. There's no other trade here. And when there's not much happening on charts, don't you get bored? And if you do, what do you do to overcome it? Overcome boredom? We just find shit to do. Like, I don't know, go touch grass, like do something outside. What were you like at 18 years old trading wise? Because I'm 18 right now and just passed a 50K. Still unprofitable, I think. I don't fully remember, bro. But 18, I think I was just like turning profitable. But I hadn't had like my real taste of money, like real money in the market yet at all. So just kind of trying to make it work. I'm still working full-time jobs, like trying to make it work somehow, some way. How are you feeling been in a trade right now? What do you mean? What is your fundamental with Keyflow trade? Is that based on data? What are these questions? What does that even mean? I don't understand what that means. How old are you, Unk? I'm not Unk, bro. I'm 24. Definitely not Unk. Been trading almost 7 years. Almost 7 years. It took me about 2 years. Like it was over a year and a half that it took me to become profitable. So almost 2 years that it took to like get it. Yeah, bro. The YouTube comments are tweaking again. You covered GC already? I didn't look at GC yet, just because I'm in this trade here. Instant funded accounts. To be honest, I don't think they're worth it. I think it's pretty easy to pass an eval. What's the point of paying? And the thing with instant funded accounts is that they're like $500, $600. I don't think that's worth it, to be very honest with you guys, bro. I don't think so. What platform do you recommend for fundeds? Any of those up there are platforms that I either use or have used myself. So Desi, big Desi, bro. Big Desi in the chat, bro. What's good, my brother Desi? Guys, Desi the GOAT is here, bro. Yo, there's actually mad people. Yo, Desi, we do a segment. We do a segment like almost every stream where people in the chat ask me, yo, who's legit in the industry and who's not legit, and they just throw out names. Desi is one of the real ones, guys. My boy Desi over here, bro. Real goat. Are you and Shinobi still good? Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah. Like, we're all right. What about PB trades? Bro, we're not doing the segment right now. I'm in a trade, bro. Chill. Leave me alone. We're not doing the segment right now. We could run the segment tomorrow morning stream, bro. Not right now, okay? All right, Desi, have a good one, bro. Yeah, hit me up, brother. Have a good one. BE, yes. Yes. We go BE now. BE. Break even. What just happened to my chart? Why is it like blurry? What the fuck? What is going on with my chart, bro? Did my vision just get fucked up, or did my chart just get fucked up? The hell? I don't know. Something just happened to my chart. Looks weird now. Is it because I moved my stop loss? No. I don't know. My candles look a little weird to me. Whatever. The segment is triggered at 600 view count. No, bro. How long do you think the trade will take? Bro, I wish I knew, bro. If I knew the future like that, I'd be making way more money than I am right now. I'll tell you that. Friend told me about Desi Trades, said he's nice. Yeah, he is. He's very nice. If you're on FinTwit, you know Desi. Solar eclipse tomorrow before. For real? Deadass? We have a solar eclipse tomorrow? Is that facts? Really? Interesting. Low weak potential? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think low weak potential. I think we go lower, but we will see. We will see. So far, this trade going good. We won't see it here. Where are we going to see it then? Nice move here, guys. Very nice move here. Very nice. Put 10 micros in. I'm up 500. Very nice. Very nice. Antarctica? Bro, all right. Let's go to Antarctica, bro. We out. Somebody get the helicopter. We out. Who was your mentor? I didn't really have a direct mentor like that, bro. I mean, from when I started, it was just kind of like pulling different things from different people's strategies to see what works, and then trying to like make my own thing. And then obviously when I started trading ICT, I watched a bunch of his stuff. But other than that, bro, like no, I didn't have like a mentor like that, bro, where you know, who I could like ask questions to or be in a community with or anything like that. I didn't have anybody like that. Other side of the ice wall. That's ball knowledge. Do you trail your TP? What do you mean, do I trail my TP? I used to use EMAs when I traded options. I don't use EMAs anymore though, no. And then stop loss. Yeah, I do trail my stop loss. I already trailed it to break even. So this trade is free, right? This trade is completely free now. And then as it trades higher and higher, I will absolutely trail the stop loss. Never been profitable yet, but since joining your Discord premium, this is the first time that it seems within reach like it'll become a reality. Bro, it 100% will. I can tell you that for a fact. As long as you stay at it, 100% will. You'll show your live trades like this in your membership community, like maybe... I show all of them. Every single trade is shown on a chart. Every single trade. What made you start trading? Just what I saw online. So I got introduced to trading like just online. And I remember back in the day when I first started Webull. So I used to use Webull for options trading. And Webull had a paper trading option. And with paper trade, there was no options paper trading at that time. It was just shares. So you could like paper trade shares on Webull. And I paper traded with like, it was like with an absurd amount. It was like $50,000. I put $50,000 shares that I put into some stock. And I saw that within like a few minutes, I was up $500. And at the time, like, this is me well, still in high school. I'm like, dude, $500, like, that's insane. And that's what kind of got me hooked. And ever since then, I just like, I had a determination to just kind of make it work. You ever swing options for the day if bias is very clear? No, I don't. Not that that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing to do. But if I think bias is very clear and I want to take a swing trade, I do it on my futures live account as opposed to options. Train people on a personal level besides here on YouTube. You seem like a very knowledgeable guy in this space. I'd be interested. I mean, I just have a paid Discord. I don't do anything like one-on-one. I don't think I would ever do that. But I have a community, a tighter knit community where I'm more active and do Q&As and things like that. So yeah, that's it. When I make my first money from trading, it feels like I'm downloading money from the internet. I mean, it's kind of what it is, right? We're lit in premium. We are, bro. This is true. Can I finance a mentorship? No. May I know your average RR and win rate? It depends on which model I'm using, bro. To be honest with you. It really just depends. What does Discord people get? They get a lot, bro. They get a lot. Honestly, too much, but they get a fuck ton. Watching the 5-minute, so much better on mentally, yeah, right? Especially here in Asia, to be honest. This 15-minute looks solid for a wick to the upside. So red to green flip here on the 15-minute looks very nice. 15-minute just opened too. 10 minutes, no upper wick. There we go. Nice flip. So just need some continuation here now, right? All it needs is some continuation. As long as we could do that. Looks good. Looks good. Are you biased for shorts right now? Could you run me through why? Yeah, I'm short bias. If you go to the start of the stream, I explained my entire top-down bias. So go to the start of the stream. I think we were like probably 4 minutes in. So you can go back and watch the breakdown there. TP is where it's at because that is a 1 hour fair value gap. Will you trade Asia session is by trading the 4 hour? Yeah, mostly, yes. You ever add to a trade? Sometimes. 700 people and under 200 likes is crazy. Honestly, just move stream to Discord, bro. I really should. Yo, bro, everybody better like up the stream, bro. Everybody better like up the stream, guys. Come on. Like the stream up. Takes 2 seconds. Actually, not even. It doesn't even take a second to just go and hit like on the stream. My sell stop is here because it's my break even. I'm break even on these. Why should we like the stream? Because I just gave you a free banger, bro. That's why. Fuck. Come on now. Download WAP to join your Discord. How do I pay to join? It's the first link in the description, Brett Allen. First link in the description. I accidentally made 2K today. What do I do since I have 40% consistency rule on Lucid Pro? Did you make it like in the New York session or in the Asia session here? When did you make it? What times do you usually trade? I trade at 9:15 a.m. Eastern and 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, if you made the money during this session, you can lose it. You can just go like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and lose money. I do go live every single day, twice a day, right here on YouTube. Caught those shorts on Asia. Very nice. Very nice. Also, again, guys, I'll say this one more time, but one thing that we're looking at rolling out, we'll be rolling it out very soon. More than likely, it starts getting rolled out by the end of this week. Is anybody that uses code KEY for any of the prop firms that you guys see up there. So if you use the code, you automatically in your email will receive not just a PDF, but a video on my prop firm model, how to pass evals, the model that I trade here that you guys see, and then just like my rules, everything, like basically everything about my trading for the most part. You guys will get a PDF and a video for those as long as you use code KEY. So make sure you use code KEY. Should I long now or too late of an entry? I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm not anywhere close to TP, so I'm staying in this, but that's your call to make because I'm already in it. Comment section tells me how society's fucked up for yeah, man. I leached off your bias and entered my confirmation. I'm 1% away from passing another account. W, bro. Hell yeah. You can leech off my bias whenever you want, bro. Talking Words of Wisdom? No, not yet. I have not been on Words of Wisdom yet. I was on Wakar's pod, which is... What's his podcast called? Fuck, why am I blanking? God damn it. Oh, Titans of Tomorrow. I was on Titans of Tomorrow. The Riz pod, I'm sure I'll do very soon. I haven't done Riz pod yet. I'm in a long, brother. I'm in a long. Right here. Great pod. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I haven't looked at gold yet, so not sure. Have not looked at gold. This is just very choppy, sideways, pretty slow. I mean, to be expected. But, yeah, we'll see where this goes. Where's my stop loss? My stop loss is break even. So this trade is free for me. Free 99 trade. Free 99 trade. Getting my first payout since following you and learning. Always awesome stuff. Thank you for sharing your time, knowledge. Hell yeah, bro. I love to hear that, Grumpy. Grumpy Grandpa. Fire, dude. Love that. Many more to come for you, bro. Can you lose my... Yeah, that is actually... That's very effective, Joseph. Like, no joke. That's actually pretty effective. Do you think NQ will aggro bone to new highs? What the fuck does aggro bone mean? Does trading view allow copy trading? No. I'm writing this trade to the hourly FVG. Yep, same. That's what I'm doing here too. Is it just me or music goes harder when you're in profit? It does, right? It does. This is very true. You ever try funding next? I'm in the process of trying funding next futures. That is one of the firms that I will be trying. I'm using Tradecopia. Bro missed the craziest shorts. Buddy, you're not going to come into my stream and FUD me because I traded shorts all last week. And I will absolutely catch shorts again. And then guess what I'll catch? I'll catch the low of the year and then I'll catch long again. So there's no fun in this guy, bro, unfortunately for you, man. Can you explain more about the 4-hour candle? What do you mean by manipulation? Do I have a public video on 4-hour? I do. So if you are in the free Discord, if you go to the video library, there's a video there on PO3. So I would go watch that and get a good understanding of PO3 to understand why the 4-hour candle is so important. Oh, wait, hold on, bro. Wait, chill. I didn't take away the 380 lifetime yet. Hold on. Let me fucking take that away before somebody starts fucking buying this bullshit. Hold on. The Discord's supposed to be 120 a month. The 380 lifetime was a promo, but I'm about to remove it right now because that was supposed to be removed a while ago. Hold on. Where is my bro? Oh, there we go. There we go. Make visible. There we go. Okay, so it's the first link in the description. There you go. It is fixed. First link in the description is the Discord. Okay? First link in the description. Is it? Wait. Hold on. Let me just fucking double check, bro. Still 380 is an option? Yeah, hold on. I'm waiting for break even. Yeah, not looking too good here for the remainder of this session. I don't really see anything that I would be interested in. Would love to trade the short side, but there's just no entry here. So I'm gonna have to just sit patiently until the New York session. New York session is where we get an entry, okay? So that's it for me here today. I'm super tired, bro. I'm like really exhausted today. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I will be on tomorrow morning at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll trade the open. We will get it back in blood for Asia. And yeah, that's it. Very simple stuff. Yes, I'll be on YouTube. And yeah, that's it. Have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow morning